Good night, everyone. Bonsoir à tous. Welcome to Le Français avec Mademoiselle Michaela. First, I'll just give a brief introduction, and then we will be looking at greetings, welcomes, and farewells. So, bonsoir à tous once again. The goals for this time period are to cover every topic within the syllabus, to improve your understanding of the subject, and to improve our reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills. And this is a very important note. If you do not understand something that I've taught, please do not hesitate to stop me and let me know so that I can go over the part which may have confused you. Please do that while I am teaching. This is for future reference. While I'm teaching, please just stop me and say, Michaela, I don't understand, and I will definitely go over. So here are some beginner questions just to see where we are. You can answer them individually to yourself. How do you conjugate regular ER verbs? So for example, how would you conjugate parler? P-A-R-L-E-R. How do you conjugate regular IR verbs? For example, how would you conjugate finir? F-I-N-I-R. How do you conjugate regular RE verbs? So an example of an RE verb, a regular RE verb, would be vendre. V-E-N-D-R-E. Vendre. Number 4. Tell someone, I am going to the beach. I am going to the beach. How would you say, I am going to the beach? Hopefully, when you answered this question individually to yourself, the answer was, je vais à la plage. Je vais, I'm going, à la plage, to the beach. How would you say, you formal are a teacher? You formal are a teacher. And the verb that we would be using is etch, which means E-T-R-E. The E has a circumflex over it, etch, to be. So how would you say, you formal are a teacher? And hopefully you responded, vous êtes professeur. Vous êtes professeur. Last but not least, say the sentence, we want to go home. We want to go home. So there are two verbs here actually. So we have vouloir and aller. So we want to go home. Nous voulons. We want to go aller home chez nous. Chez nous or à notre maison. So nous voulons aller chez nous. Nous voulons aller chez nous, or nous voulons aller à notre maison. So now we're going to look at formal and informal addresses. So when addressing someone in French as you, there are two subject pronouns that you can use. You can either use tu or you can use vous. Tu or vous. When you use tu, this subject pronoun is the informal one. It is the informal translation of you. What do I mean when I say informal? When saying informal, we mean that this you is used to address someone you have a close enough or personal relationship with. For example, the speaker's sister, their best friends, a close cousin, etc. Someone you have a close enough relationship with that you can speak informally, that you can speak casually. An example. Imagine you're talking to your best friend and they're insecure about their looks, but you want to tell them you are handsome or beautiful. You would say tu es beau or belle. So you would either say tu es beau or tu es belle. Now we're just focusing on the two right now. Tu. We use tu because you're talking to your best friend, someone you have a close enough or personal relationship with. On the other hand, vous is the formal translation of you. I'll repeat that once more. Vous is the formal translation of you. When I say formal, I mean that this you is used to address someone you don't have a close enough or personal relationship with. It's used to address someone in authority over you as well. So this is someone that you can't speak casually with. You have to speak formally with them, or you would speak formally with them. So examples of who you would address as a vous would be the speaker's teacher, their boss, a stranger, etc. Vous is also used to address a group of people. In that sense, it would mean you all. Yes, in that sense, it would mean you all. So if someone was addressing a group of students, they would say vous, just meaning you all. One moment, please. Sorry about that. Yes, so an example of when to use vous. Imagine Paulette wants to tell the teacher that they have her book. Paulette would say, "You have my exercise book." Now in French, Paulette would say, "Vous avez mon cahier." Vous avez mon cahier. And you hear that z sound from vous avez. That's because of the S and the A. When it's like that, when the beginning of the sentence is like that, or even any part of the phrase, there's a liaison between the S and the A, the S and the vowels. So, vous avez mon cahier. Now, let's see if you truly understand. Here are some situations. Yes, here are some situations. Des situations. Number 1, you're talking to your brother and you want to tell him, "You need to help me with my homework." I'm going to repeat that again. You're talking to your brother and you want to tell him, "You need to help me with my work." Would you use tu or vous? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about the answer. The answer is you would use tu. And why would we use tu? Because you're talking to your brother, someone you have a close enough or personal relationship with that you can speak informally with. Number 2, a student was cursing in class and the teacher tells them, "You will clean the classroom every day after class for a month." I'm going to repeat that again. A student was cursing in class and the teacher tells them, "You will clean the classroom every day after class for a month." Would the teacher use tu or vous? I'll give you 5 seconds once again. the teacher would use vous. Why would the teacher use vous? Because it's a relationship among teacher and student. And we're assuming that the teacher and student don't have a close enough relationship. They have to speak formally with each other. They would speak formally with each other. Next, we have Marine is having a conversation with her boyfriend, and she says, "You didn't remember my birthday." Once again, Marine is having a conversation with her boyfriend, and she says, "You didn't remember my birthday." Would she use vous or tu? 5 seconds once more. She would use tu. And why would she use tu? Because she's having a conversation with her boyfriend, someone she has a personal relationship with. Last but not least, the principal walked into assembly before a group of students and said, "You will have 3 tests during the next 3 weeks." Once again, the principal walked into assembly before a group of students and said, "You will have 3 tests during the next 3 weeks." Would the principal have used vous or tu to address them? I'll give you 5 seconds to think of the answer. And the answer is the principal would have used vous to address them. Vous to address them. And why would he have done that? One, because the principal would be speaking to a group of students. And as I mentioned before, when it's a group of people, you use vous. On the other hand, if it was just the principal and a student, the principal would still use vous. Why is that? Because the principal and the child do not have a close relationship. They're not 2 people, they're not 2 friends, they're not 2 people who have a casual relationship and can speak informally with each other. Next, we will look at how to address someone, the different names we can use, the different names we can use, or the different titles, we can use to address someone. So, s'adresser à quelqu'un. Let me get the mouse. S'adresser à quelqu'un. S'adresser à quelqu'un. Addressing someone. So when addressing someone, you can use any selection of titles to call them by. However, I've provided you with 5 to use. So first, we're going to start off over here. Madame. 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 It means Mrs. Like we would say Mrs. Black. We say Madame Black. This is used to address an older woman or a married woman. So once again, Madame. So say the lady's name is Mrs. Black. We would call her in French Madame Black. And this Madame is used to address an older woman or a married woman. Next, we move on to Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle. Remember when I introduced myself at the beginning, I said Mademoiselle Michaela. So right now, this is the title you or anyone would address me by. So Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle. It means miss. and it is used to refer to a young lady or an unmarried woman. Once again, mademoiselle, miss, used to refer to a young lady or an unmarried woman. Next, we have monsieur. Monsieur. Yes, it has M-O-N-S-I-E-U-R, but it's monsieur. This means Mr. in English. So say we have someone in English, Mr. Sheep. We would call him Monsieur Sheep. And this is used to address a male. He could be married, unmarried, old, young. You use Monsieur to address a male. Next, we're going to do how to address a doctor. Sorry about that. How to address a doctor. So when you are directly addressing a doctor, you use the title docteur. When addressing the doctor directly, you use the title docteur. 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 That's when you're addressing the doctor directly. Good morning, Dr. Pauline. Bonjour, Dr. Pauline. Cool. Next, we have chérie. 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 This means darling. So you can use chérie without the E when addressing a male, and you add the E at the end, so it becomes chérie with the E at the end when addressing a female. Once more, without the E, you're addressing a male as darling. With the E, you're addressing a female as darling. Greetings, les salutations. Les salutations. There are different greetings one can use when greeting someone. Here are a few. Bonjour, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Bonsoir, good evening, good night. When I addressed you earlier, I said bonsoir à tous. Good evening to all. Good evening or good night to all. Bonne nuit, good night. Salut, hi. It can also mean goodbye. Quoi de neuf? What's new? Ça va? Or comment ça va? How are you doing? So I'm going to go over the greetings slowly now so that you hear the pronunciation and just to go over it one last time. So we have this first greeting. Bonjour. 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 And it means good morning, good afternoon, or good day. Bonsoir. 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 Good evening or good night. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. This means good night. You would say this right before going to sleep. Right before going to sleep. So if you were watching TV with your mom and then you decide to head to bed, you would say bonne nuit and tell them good night. Whereas if you just entered a store and you were going to order something and you and you were going to purchase something and you spoke to the shop attendant and you wanted to say good night, you would say bonsoir. Bonsoir. Yes. So then we have salut. 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 It's an informal greeting and it can be said, and you can either say it to mean hi, or you can say it to mean goodbye. And next we have quoi de neuf. Quoi de neuf. Quoi de neuf. What's new? Quoi de neuf. What's new? Next we have ça va. Ça va. Or comment ça va? Ça va. Comment ça va? Which means how are you? How are you doing? Next we have welcomes. So when welcoming someone or a group of people to a place, you can say bienvenue, 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 bienvenue. Or you can use faire comme chez toi or faire comme chez vous. So in terms of bienvenue, this is used no matter who you're speaking to, whether it be a boy, girl, or group. You use bienvenue, bienvenue. So I will say that one last time. Bienvenue, 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 bienvenue. Then we have faire comme chez toi or faire comme chez vous. This means to make yourself at home, not make yourself at home, to make yourself at home. Depending on who you're talking to, if you want to say make yourself at home, you would either say fais comme chez toi or faites comme chez toi. Oh, excuse me 1 minute. Faites comme chez toi, chez vous. Yes, sorry about that. So where were we? Faire comme chez toi or faire comme chez vous means to make yourself at home, not make yourself at home, to make yourself at home. Depending on who you're talking to, if you want to say make yourself at home, you would either say fais comme chez toi or faites comme chez vous. When do you think we'd use either of the two? This links back to what I said previously. We would use fais comme chez toi with people we have close relationships with or personal relationships with, people we can speak informally or casually with. In terms of faites comme chez vous, you would use that with someone you don't have a personal or close relationship with. So say your principal or your boss even was having a dinner at your home. You would say faites comme chez vous. Make yourself at home. You don't have a personal relationship. That's why you use faites comme chez vous, the vous form of this greeting. Here are a bit of commands. First we have if you need to tell someone to wait. So for example, someone came in and you just wanted them to wait before you, I don't know, got the rice off of the oven, where you've took the rice off of the stove, sorry. If you need to tell them to wait, you say attends, When speaking to someone you're familiar with, when speaking to someone you have a close relationship with, you say attends or you say attendez. Attendez with someone you don't have a close or personal relationship with. So once again, attends, attends for someone you have a close casual relationship with. Attendez, someone you have a formal relationship with, like a stranger, principal, teacher, etc. Next, we have to tell someone to enter. We have entre, entre, which is the to form. Entre, you would say that to your friends, your cousin, your mom. And then we have entree, 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 which is the vous form. And I already mentioned before who we would use this specific command with. Next, we have to tell someone to sit. So sometimes people enter the house and you tell them to sit. With a friend or someone you have a close relationship with, you would say assieds-toi. Assieds-toi. And with someone who you don't have a close relationship with, or someone you have a formal relationship with, you would say asseyez-vous. 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 I'll go over all of the commands now. We have to tell someone to wait. Attends. Attends for two. Attendez with vous. Entre, the to form when telling someone to enter. Entre, to someone you're close with. Entrez, 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 with someone who you have a formal relationship with. And last but not least, we have to tell someone to sit. If you're talking to someone you have a personal relationship with, you say assieds-toi. 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 And for someone you don't have a personal relationship with, someone you have a formal relationship with, you say asseyez-vous. Asseyez-vous. Dire adieu à quelqu'un. Dire adieu à quelqu'un. Dire adieu à quelqu'un. Dire adieu à quelqu'un. Saying your goodbyes, farewells. So we have various different ways of telling someone goodbye or wishing someone our goodbyes or farewells in English. So here we have the English translation and the French. Well, we have the English phrase and the French equivalent. So first we have goodbye. Goodbye. Au revoir. 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 Next we have see you next time. See you next time. À la prochaine. 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 See you soon. See you soon. À bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt. See you tomorrow, or speak to you tomorrow. See you tomorrow if you will actually see the person tomorrow. Speak to you tomorrow as if you're on the phone. So say you're on the phone with your best friend, you would say speak to you tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, speak to you tomorrow. À demain. À demain. À demain. À demain. À demain. See you later. See you later. À plus tard. 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 Next we have later or see you later. Later or see you later. À tout à l'heure. 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 Imagine someone tells you that day that they're going on a trip. You would say, have a good trip, which in French translates to bon voyage, bon voyage, bon voyage, bon voyage, bon voyage, bon voyage. Next, we have good luck. Say you and someone run into each other and you say, oh, well, I have this math test now. And then you guys depart from each other. The person would wish you bonne chance, bonne chance, bonne chance, bonne chance, bonne chance. Next, we have a good day. Have a good day. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Have a good day. And last but not least, have a good afternoon. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Now we're at the situations. Now, this is a conversation between two people. Une conversation entre deux personnes. So we have Tiffany and we have Mrs. Rock. Good morning, Mrs. Rock. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you? I'm okay, which translates to je vais bien. I'm okay. See you later. Goodbye. Have a good day. So we're translating the various greetings within the sentence that we have learned using what we have learned tonight. So how would we translate this situation? How would we translate the greetings? How would we say the greetings from this situation? I'll give you 30 seconds to work it out personally. If you're watching the video, I'll give you 30 seconds to work it out for yourself. Starting now. And here we have the answers. So, good morning, Mrs. Rock. Bonjour, Madame Rock. Bonjour, Madame Rock. Bonjour, Madame Rock. Bonjour, Madame Rock. Good morning, Tiffany. Bonjour, Tiffany. Bonjour, Tiffany. Bonjour, Tiffany. How are you? Comment ça va? Or, ça va? Comment ça va? Or, ça va? I'm okay. Je vais bien. I'm okay. Je vais bien. Tiffany, see you later. À plus tard. À plus tard. À plus tard. Or, Tiffany can also say à tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. Madame Rock, goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye. Have a good day. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. We have another situation. It's between two friends. Alex, good evening. Navida, hello. Enter and make yourself at home. Alex enters and sits. Alex, see you next time. Nadia, see you soon. So here we have different greetings once again. How are we going to translate these greetings? How would we translate these greetings? I'll give you 30 seconds once again. Okay, time is up, and here we have the answers. Good evening. Bonsoir. Good evening. Bonsoir. 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 Hello. Enter and make yourself at home. Hello. Enter and make yourself at home. Salut. Entre et fais comme chez toi. Salut. Entre et fais comme chez toi. So why do we use entre and fais comme chez toi? Because it's among two friends who have a personal relationship. Then Alex, il entre et il s'assied. Il entre et il s'assied. Then see you next time. À la prochaine. À la prochaine. À la prochaine. À la prochaine. Navida. See you soon. So Navida would said, see you soon. And in French, she would reply, à bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt. À bientôt. Next, we have another situation. This happens in an office. So we have Mr. School and Ryder. Good morning, Ryder. Welcome. Sit. Good morning, Mr. School. What's new? Nothing, which translates to rien in French. Rien. Rien. Dot, 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 Mr. School. See you tomorrow. Ryder. Later or see you later. This time I'm going to skip straight to the answers, but you can pause the video if you like and work it out for yourself. So, good morning, Ryder. Bonjour, Ryder. Bonjour, Ryder. Bonjour, Ryder. Bonjour, Ryder. Welcome. Bienvenue. 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 Sit. Asseyez-vous. Asseyez-vous. Why did we use asseyez-vous? Because it's between a principal and a student. They don't have a close relationship, and the principal is in higher authority than the student. So sit, we would use asseyez-vous. Good morning, Mr. School. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur School. Bonjour, monsieur School. Bonjour, monsieur School. What's new? Quite enough. What's new? Quite enough. Quoi de neuf. Nothing. Rien. Rien. Nothing. Rien. Dot, dot, dot. See you tomorrow. À demain. See you tomorrow. À demain. À demain. Ryder. See you later or later. Ryder would reply in French. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. At this time, we can just ask ourselves different questions. What is the informal transition of you in French? Yes, what is the informal transition of you? The answer would be tu. How do we say good morning? Bonjour. When do we say bonne nuit, and what does it mean? Bonne nuit. It means good night, and we say it right before we're going to bed. We can also ask ourselves, how do we ask someone, how are you doing? How do we ask someone, how are you doing? The answer is ça va or comment ça va? Ça va? Comment ça va? Next, we have make yourself at home. And we know that we can say that in two ways. We can say fais comme chez toi or faites comme chez vous. And when do we use either? We use fais comme chez toi, fais comme chez toi, when speaking to someone you have a personal relationship with. On the other hand, you say faites comme chez vous, faites comme chez vous, when addressing a stranger, someone you're not close with. How do we say welcome? How do we say welcome in French? We say bienvenue, bienvenue. You can also ask ourselves, how do we say what's new in French? How do we say what's new in French? Quad enough. Quad enough. Quad enough. Quad enough. And that is all for now. Merci. Thank you for your attention. Merci. And my email for homework would be mademoiselle. We learned that today. Mademoiselle Michaela@gmail.com for any homework that I have given that you want to send to me. Once again, merci. Thank you for your time. See you next time.